rule book is pretty standard, very similar to the people who we talked about 2 weeks ago with the plunder game. Very well written, short, concise, and then at the end, each card is explained, one by one. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to try to take a quick run through one turn and maybe give you an idea of what's going on here. The first thing you do in each turn, and it's this simple, is to pick a card you want to bid with based on what you're trying to bid on as far as the action cards and going first. So we have both reviewed the situation. We have a game in progress. It's a two-player game. And Drew's, and I think the rules even say this, the youngest player goes first. So if you were going to bid for the cards that are out there, what kind of a play would you make now?
Well, I definitely want this one card out there, so I'm going to bid high. I'm going to bid an 11.
Okay. Now, by bidding an 11, you are allowed to bring in one unit.
Just one.
If I bid low, I will be able to bring in more. I don't want to bid higher than that. I want to save my cards for later. So I'm going to bid kind of low here and maybe pick a 3.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you've won the bid. You go first. Why don't you walk us through what you're thinking, what the decisions and strategies that you're faced with? Take us through one.
Well, after I won the bet or the bid, I have to bring one of my caballeros out of the province. I'll put that in my court right there. And the card I wanted was this special scoring card. I could choose any card in this region and score it if I have the majority in it.
Now, you can use that card before or after you make your placements of armies, or in this case, caballeros or influence.
Yes.
But you don't have to use that card. If it doesn't work out, you can throw it away.
Yeah, you don't have to use it at all. The thing with this card is it has 2 figures on the back, which means that I could bring 2 caballeros from my court onto the game and place them like any of these surrounding regions adjacent to the king. So, and he's in Newcastle. So I'm going to place pieces before I play the card. One in Oldcastle and one in Valencia.
Okay, now what he's done is he's taken 2 areas that we were tied in, 2 each, and he has taken the advantage in both with that play. Now you play the card.
I'm going to play the card for score on Oldcastle,
which is the most important of the groups that you just played at.
Yes.
That has the most. That has the highest value. He would score 6 points on the track and move accordingly.
3, 4, 6.
Now, of course, he would probably be up here already because you can see he's leading this game anyway. But we're starting at the beginning. Okay, your turn is complete. That's all there is to it. That's one complete turn from Drew. That card flips over, and now it would be my phase. I played a 3, so that means I bring 5. Now, you notice I bid low, so I get more units to bring in, and I needed them. Then we get rid of this card, and I would take the king card, which is the cheapest and the least powerful card. This is going to allow me to move the king, and it's good to move the king. What I would do is possibly move the king to an area where I wanted to contest with my opponent here. Let's come up to here. Better yet, Newcastle. See, I'm thinking on the fly here. But the advantage to the king also is, even though it's the weakest, it allows me to bring the most influence onto the board in caballeros, because there are 5 symbols on it. So I'm going to bring 5 armies on now, or again, they're caballeros and not armies, because really there's no combat in this game.
No, none at all.
And I'm going to contest you here. I'm going to... Oh, I can't play in the king's area. You fooled me. Maybe play there. And my last 2 pieces into the castle, which we haven't talked about yet.
No, not at all.
Can you explain that at all? It's tough for me.
It's just like a hidden region.
Area. Yeah, it plays just like every other region, except the pieces are hidden. At the end of each scoring round, or when you score the castle, you look what's under it, and you direct using a secret disc, which they call the secret disc.
Disc.
Anyway, you use the secret disc, and this tells all your opponents where you're moving your pieces. You mark it where you want with the dial. You don't spin it like your mother tried to do the other day. You just move it to where you want to send those units, and then when we look in the castle, we move those pieces to whatever strategic area you send it to that's going to give you the majority, give you the advantage. So it's kind of like a bank in a way. And they come in very handy as the game goes on and as you do score it. Now, as I said, the game breaks down into 9 turns. I've just taken my turn. That's all there is to it. Once we've done that, these cards are discarded. That goes back there. And all the cards that are still there are flipped over, and we bring out all new cards. It's really that simple to play a turn. It takes you about 5 minutes. The third turn, after the third turn, you do score each individual area. It tells you exactly how to do that on the chart. You would start with the castle and then continue around the board, scoring what it says on the area, the value of each area. And in a 2-player game, you would only use the top area, the top value. And change the scoring as you go. It takes about 30 seconds to score an entire round. Again, 45 minutes to play the entire game. So each turn, it's just a question of bidding, making those decisions, choosing an action card with the trade-offs involved there, placing your caballeros, and resolving the action card you've chosen, which, again, you don't have to use. The next turn, like I said, would just continue, and on every third turn we would score. Again, let's see, I lost my placer. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, you would advance the score, the turn marker, and discard the new cards. Basically, that is the entire strategy of the game. Again, with multiplayer and 4 and 5 players, I think this game just is a blast.
Yeah,
and last night's game, I think, showed that.
A lot of backstabbing.
Well, yeah, tell them what happened. You have to tell them one thing. Go ahead.
I was trying to make one play. I didn't have any caballeros on the board at all, like in my court, rather. And I tried to bet for the highest card. I got it, and I was going to play it. And my mom had a veto card, and she ruined my whole plan, my whole strategy for the game. I had nobody on the board, nothing. I was helpless.
And she calls you her favorite.
Yeah. Because I'm the youngest.
And he wasn't even winning. That's what was so strange. It's so unfair about the whole thing. But that's exactly the kind of interaction you get. You can break up families with this, or you can just have a good time. And I thought the game went real well.
I had a lot of fun.
Okay. You've played this a couple times. As a non-board game player, give me a verdict.
I like it, personally. I really do like it. I think it's easy to learn. It's a good strategy game, and basically it's just it's a lot of fun to play. Would you play this with your friends, or would you rather play it with family, or how would this fit in your schedule if you were going to play it again? I'd probably play it with both friends and family.
And you think your friends might enjoy it also?
Yes.